Morning. Timestamp October 29th, 2025, 3:30 a.m. Got up, I don't know, about half an hour ago. I got whining pups. Yes. Yes, go that way. I don't know, I'm excited too. Works better when you let me get to the door handle. There we go. Thank you so much. Probably mid to low 60s. Feels great, actually. Trip over something, though. That's always fun. Okay. Dogs next door go ballistic. Oh, man. So, woke up on the couch, normal day. Um, Face of Evil on the TV, the Doctor Who episode, not like political figure. It's a nice way to wake up. Tom Baker and Leela. It's a good start to the day. Um, Not out of breath, not feeling funky at all. I did talk to my girl about that yesterday. She didn't come over. She stayed home, was working around the house there. Because George and Leonardo both have hurts. Because she's not here, and I haven't, slept next to my girl since May. Um, as I expected she probably would. She freaked out a little bit. I let her know that I woke up sometimes feeling a little breathy, shallow, all that. And funny, she was like, "You need to stop smoking right now." And I'm like, "Baby, I know that. I'm working on it." And she's like, "I can't lecture you. I've got health things that I need to start, like eating better and stuff like that." I'm like, "We're both 54, barreling towards 55. This is when the health things start popping up. We're not 20 anymore." She's like, "This is really important." I'm like, "I'm aware of that." And I told her about my research on the BiPAP machines. And we discussed that a little bit. I think I mentioned this. Maybe I didn't, because my whole world's a blur sometimes. So my mom had said that BiPAP machines were, like, even with the insurance, $17,000, and that was part of why she didn't get one. Which struck me as weird, and I even told her at the moment, it was like 2 years ago. I'm like, "Mom, you could actually write that check. Pix and I couldn't, but you could." And she's like, "Oh, that's a lot of money. I have to think about this." I looked it up online. I can buy a BiPAP for, I just now did this yesterday, or, what the rest of the world would call yesterday. I can buy a BiPAP for like under $2,000 without insurance, without a prescription. I can just go to a medical company that makes devices and buy one for under $2,000. Not 17, 2. So trying to figure out if that was part of my mom gaslighting thing, or if she misunderstood. I don't even know anymore. I can't ask her. But my mom, quite frankly, was the queen of gaslighting. if you do tarot, because there are a couple of readers that I watch every now and then, and I've got a friend that's done some readings for me over the past year. Um, if you're into this sort of thing, my mom frequently did appear and has since as the Queen of Cups reversed, which I think is hilarious if you understand the cards. My dad usually comes up as the Emperor reversed, sometimes referred to as the Mad King. That it weren't true. But whale barking at the water. Is there a boat? See, that's actually of concern, at least a little bit, because there is a running theory that someone was not necessarily breaking into the house here, but docking a boat, climbing the fence, and stealing stuff out of the yard. Because there was some stuff that my dad said that came up missing. For the most part, the burglar was my dad's brain malfunctioning. But he also had like 5 sawhorses disappear and 3 wheelbarrows. Those are really big things to just oopsie-daisy where'd I put them. So there is a running theory that someone was getting into the backyard, loading a boat, and then sailing away because they're on a lake. And I can't defute that one. Someone coming into the dining room, taking a box of screws off the dining room table, and disappearing into the night. No, that didn't happen. And then my dad finds the box in the garage and says, the burglar must have moved him. It's like, yeah, you're the burglar, Dad. But that's an old discussion. We've talked about this one at length, ad nauseum. So yeah, my girl's like, well, regarding the BiPAP or CPAP, now you're self-treating. And I'm like, well, yes and also no. Yes, I am self-treating. But I haven't bought one, but I can, and it's on the menu. She's like, you really need to quit smoking. I'm like, I really know that. But I'm also looking at insurance and or medical care is going to be stupid expensive. This is a condition that can be treated in that I can't be cured, and any damage I do is pretty much permanent. But I can manage the symptoms and slow it down, is the gist. And BiPAP, CPAP is just a way of getting better oxygen supplied to me and helping me regulate my body better. So from a self-treatment standpoint, well, yeah, it's no different than taking a daily pill, for other types of diseases or illnesses. All right, I'm going to give you your cookie. I'm going to give you, he likes these things too, sweet potato chicken wrap. There's only like 4 or 5 in a pack. It's a Dollar Tree thing. Come on. Gently. Oh, dropped it. You got 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 it. Did you get it or you lose it? Get it. Get it and go. Remember, don't show Tanner because he doesn't get those. They're kind of chewy, crunchy, and Tanner's an old man, so doesn't really have the teeth for it. I've got some crunchy cookie kind of things that I can't really give Tanner. He struggles with them. So, um, but yeah, so I'm going to look into getting a BiPAP probably before the end of the year. And this is honestly, my wife and I don't necessarily have secrets from each other, but we also know that the other worries about the other intensely. So we try and be careful what we say because we don't want the other person freaking out. We both do it, and I know it. You had your cookie. Don't sniff my hand. There's nothing there for you, bud. It's like, can I get another? That was the last one from the pack. I'll try and get you more though, because Mom's supposed to be coming over today, and we're gonna probably go shopping. Got errands to run. So, what be you be? Huh? I got 2 packages yesterday. We'll open this one real quick. Mush. So you saw what the dining room looked like before. Mind you, it's still not where it needs to be. Duh. But that's where we are now. It's actually gone down a great deal. And hopefully by tonight it'll be knocked out. Honestly, I'm on the path to do that. Sylvester mug. Doing some Cameron's, the sea salt caramel. I had like 3 pots of the Dunkin' Donuts vanilla, and so good. But 3 pots. Okay, let's move on in the rotation. I think this should be a Doctor Who pack. Because I think I got in two packages yesterday. And they both, I think, were Doctor Who. The whole, it shows you like on eBay or whatnot that it has arrived. Skittles! Okay. He's still eating dirt. I don't know. He's out there. He's having fun. This, I forget what the episode was. This is from an episode that got a lot of hate. I forget if it was a Matt Smith or a David Tennant or somewhere in there. But this introduced the multicolored dialects. It got made fun of as like Skittles dialects, Tasty Extermination. I'm a little bit more forgiving just because the dialects have changed color and even slightly shape here and there so much over the years. I thought it was fun. Like, they're normally black or dark blue or gray or gold, and this one was just like, look, Ma, I got into the Crayola box, But it was the whole, this is the 5-pack, basically. I'm cool with it. And I got a good price on it, and I needed some more dialects, because I needed some more dialects. And I don't know the specifics on it. I forget. I saw the episode once and went, yeah, fun. But each one of the colors is like a different division. Like, I want to say the orange is like the scientist dialects. But yeah, I'm not offended by the whole Skittles thing. I think it was funny. And honestly, you gotta love, the black dialects and the gold dialects and all that. But changing it up and having knowing what a dialect can do, this is still not something you want to see, coming down the hall at you. Oh, it's yellow, ha ha ha, you know. I have to admit, I really like the blue. I think the blue looks sharp as hell. It's good looking. Figures are in great shape. The listing said it was for display. The box sets go for 150, 200 bucks. And I think I paid like 90 or 100 for this, which again, I'm okay with. I'm trying to... Acquiring dialects is something that's on my list, and I'm trying to keep it like under $20 per. And that's actually really difficult. I found some of the China listings, which may or may not be knockoffs, but some of them are from companies that I've bought from before, and if they are knockoffs, they are the reverse engineered, really well mass-produced knockoffs that China is so good at. Because no copyright or trademark is safe. Let's keep it real. I have a friend who was doing electronic stuff and actually designed some interesting components, like brand new, like power over Ethernet technology. And he was having them, this new idea, manufactured in China because they could assemble it cheaper. And then somehow, some way, a Chinese company developed the exact same product and started mass producing it and underselling it, like short selling. So basically, he sent it over there to get mass produced. They copied it. Another company started selling his product as theirs. Can't win, man. Uh-oh. There's a dog at the door. But that's what they do. That's part of why they're an economic terror in that respect. Come on, old man. So we can get it cheaper there. And then they copy it. And no one gets paid rights or licensing. It's a good scam. There you go. Ooh, careful. But if you try and build them here, it's going to cost you huge amounts. Because we've gone away from manufacturing here. Because it's cheaper. But it's a vicious circle, But they can make it cheaper. Yeah, but then they steal it. Because you went, hey, look at what I need made. But yeah, so there's a couple of Chinese places that I've gotten them from before, figures. And the figures look really good, so again, don't know. And they had dialects for like 23 plus $8 shipping. So $30. So paying like right at 100 for 5. Okay. And yeah, they're not the classic, gold with the black, or the black with the blue. Those look sharp. But I'm okay with that. Now, I do have a few. Most of them are in a tote in the attic at George, which I look forward to getting it all under one roof, but it's going to take a minute. Yeah, these look good. The white looks really sharp too. The white almost has a classical look to it when you really think about it, because most of the original dialects are, black, gray, gold, silver. So white's not too crazy outside the, you know what I mean, like the realm of this is what a dialect looks like. It's not Technicolor. Just looking to see if anything opens, because I know some of them have like hatches that come off and whatnot. I don't think these do though. Which is not a prerequisite, it doesn't have to. I've got one where it comes off and you can actually see the baby squid inside. It's pretty cool. I forget which one that is, but does the eye stalk actually match? Is that what's going on? Oh, it does. Okay. Yeah, there's like a little bit of color around the eyeball and the eye stalk that matches the base color of the unit. Or not. That's yellow on red. I tell a lie. Okay. That was different, wasn't it? The orange has orange. The others all have yellow. That's interesting. Not imagining that, am I? No, that's orange. That matches. And everybody else has yellow. Except that, I would almost maintain... Maybe I'm just crazy. May just be randomly somewhere in the yellow-orange spectrum of the Crayola box. The orange really looks orange on the orange, though. I don't know. I could just be crazy, I don't know. But yeah, Skittles are not. If you know what a dialect can do. While you're standing there making fun of his paint job, the white really does look fierce, in my opinion. It still really does scream like this could be a classic dialect look. And honestly, the blue kind of too, because they did venture into some grays and whatnot that, you know, blue isn't that far from it from the like color chart standpoint, in my opinion. But no, I am pleased. Yes. Yes. Still don't want to see one of these coming down the hall. And with their hover technology, stairs don't help you anymore. So, running some errands today. Looking at doing a little shindig on Friday, nothing crazy. But it's funny because my girl was like, you know, maybe we could make some cupcakes or something like that. I already have something planned. I got this. I'm like, okay. Well, good. Working on my one brick. But yeah, and again today. And this is the thing. I woke up feeling good. And it wasn't just because Lila was on the TV screen, although that's, again, a nice thing to wake up to. It's just every now and then I wake up and it's like someone went, wake up! You know, and you wake up and you're startled and you're like, you know, except I don't really have the fear or anything like that. It's just like the physical effect of shallow breathing, a little anxious, you know, little. Yeah. Is it a panic attack? Is it my lungs having a bad CO2 moment? Not sure. But I know with emphysema, especially with later stage, which I don't think I'm there. I think I'm mild, maybe moderate. Because there's mild, moderate, severe, very severe. Very severe, you have oxygen, even if it's a portable unit, going at all times, and Fatigue levels are huge. Your life isn't over, but it's very limited. Severe, you're heading there. Moderate, you're using oxygen periodically, blah, blah, blah. Severe and very severe, you need a BiPAP at night. Is just from my layman exploring the internet trying to figure out what the hell I'm dealing with. Severe, very severe, you're using a BiPAP at night or you're in trouble. Mild, no. Moderate, my understanding is you can, and it'll probably improve your day-to-day because you'll wake up better. So I think I'm like dancing into moderate, which makes sense because if I was mild a year ago and I kept smoking a little bit, I know I need to quit. And you need to quit too. You guys chill out. They start duking it out on the, not like fighting, but playing around, and the little guy's like, get away from me. I know I need to quit. But yeah, Pix kind of, and I was afraid she'd react this way, but I knew that she would. And I get it, because she likes me. She really, really likes me. Yeah. But it's not every day. It's just, maybe 1 or 2 days a week, 5 or 6 days a month that I wake up feeling like that. And then 30 minutes later, an hour later, no, I'm not like that. I'm feeling, looking back in, looking in the rear view mirror going, what was that about? I don't know. Oi! But, yeah, this is a disease that is progressive, so it will get worse. The idea is quit smoking, and the growth of it slows down significantly. They found that sometimes when people surround themselves with like air purifiers, which I've got 2 going here at all times, and just, they're careful with what they shove their nose into, that the progression of the emphysema pretty much nearly stops. And that's the goal, is to get me to where I'm not smoking anymore. I don't have to live in a bubble, but, just not being stupid. If someone says, hey, let's go take a tour of a coal mine, I tell them no. Kindly, thank you, but no. That was something we were explaining to one of the kids yesterday where I was. I had Pix on the phone, and Tiny, how do you get this? And it's like, well, smoking, factory workers that are around fumes sometimes do. It's not unusual for like coal miners and whatnot to come up with this, because you breathe stuff in and it infects your lungs, and your lungs start to rebel. There are people that have never smoked and never worked in a factory that still can get COPD emphysema because they live in a town where there's a lot of air pollution or smog. There are New Yorkers that have never smoked a day in their life that still develop emphysema because of the air pollution. One too many times smelling urine on the subway. Just that right thing happens and it begins. So, but I'm gonna put my dialects away. And I might make some yogurt, some Greek yogurt with, I got some blackberries in there. Sounds pretty good. Might do some yogurts with blackberries. Sounds pretty good. Talking myself into it. The oatmeal yesterday was fabulous. And I had a couple of ham and Swiss sandwiches for lunch. I'm mostly a 2 meal a day guy. I did have a couple of peanut butter cookies before bed, because Nutter Butters, it's like a way of life, you kidding? But yeah, him mixed some yogurt, some more Cameron sea salt caramel coffee because coffee is life. And I'm going to see if I can get this knocked out today. There's still going to be and the printer came. I ordered a printer. Exactly. See, that's accurate. Because I've got to start compiling all the data as far as the financials, what I did with my dad's money, when I went to Vegas and when I hired the prostitutes and renting the Lamborghini on those 2 weekends. And I'm kidding, but the purchases that I made to make the place better, to try and get things fixed, I've got to be able to show receipts. So, exactly. I need a printer here. So I ordered like a $200 Brother. We've had pretty good experience with Brother and HPs. They were running a sale on the Brothers, and I'm like, I'll take that one. So that arrived yesterday also. So there's going to be the 2 chairs and that wood cart in the dining room. And I'm probably going to try and set up a printer on the cart, because I think that'll work. Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Still figuring it out. Having an idea. Got a few ideas there. But yeah, no, so need to set the printer up so I can actually put, because I've got some, regular store receipts. I'm going to be able to put them on the flatbed and then print and make a receipt of the receipts, so that I can then scan it, create a PDF, send it to the lawyer, so that the tribunal can look at it and go, oh, okay, that's what he did. We thought there might be prostitutes and a Lamborghini, but apparently he bought banker boxes and laundry detergent. Pretty exciting. Pretty exciting. Yeah, I bought laundry detergent, a lot of it, because bed bug. I was told, wash all fabric in the house and then bag it, because bed bug, it's real. Man, if you had told me 10 years ago, I'm still not AI, just to be clear. I'm going to take a shower at some point too. It's only been a day and a half, but I've been working. Shower sounds nice. No new word on my dad. He's had 2 falls in the past month, which is concerning, because those are lack of balance and or motor function malfunctions. That's a final stage dementia thing. It's pretty common for dementia patients to fall, often. So, and it was funny, not funny, but the nurse at the facility called me and said, he had a fall. This is normal for someone with his condition. I'm like, I know. And I'm talking to Pix on the phone, briefing her, and she's like, he fell again? Are they not watching him? And I'm like, baby. Unless they strap him to a bed, which is kind of the wrong side of care, he's gonna. Because, number one, he's a stubborn old man. But this is part of the condition. In the same way that somebody with arthritis is going to have aches and pains. That's what it does, She's like, yeah, I keep forgetting. It's like, I feel like I'm not watching them. I'm like, unless they're, one nurse to one patient, he's going to fall. Once a week, once a month, until he can't walk anymore. Which, we'll get there. Unless something happens first, we'll get there. Because his motor functions will start to malfunction to the point where he's not going to be able to walk, he's not going to be able to feed himself. Dementia kind of makes you, Benjamin Button a little bit here. So, it's just what that brain killer does. I'm trying to be as objective, not trying to be cold, but I'm trying to be rational about this is what to expect, It's just what we got. So, we'll go ahead and sign off there on that happy note. But yeah, no, Dialects. Skittles, Tasty Extermination. Yay! I'm pleased. I'm pleased. So, and they look good. They look good. Yeah. Yogurt, back to work. Make it a great day.